Hello, it is Mari and I'm back with another video. This is my humidifier that I will turn off for the video, but we'll go back on right when I'm done because it's winter and that's the only thing, one of the only things giving me hope is my humidifier right now. So I don't know why I'm making the intro without Evie. I'm gonna grab her quick. Alright, I've got the star of the show, Evie. This is my Leopard Gecko. Her name is Evie and she is about 2 years old, probably on her way to 3. I got her when she was 1.5, like 8 months ago or so. So in the past 8 months, I have upgraded her tank quite a bit. She initially came with just a 10-gallon tank. I'm nervous she's just gonna like jump off onto the ground, but I think she's freaked out by all my talking right now. They're really sensitive to sound. Anyways, when I got her, she had a 10-gallon tank with 2 separate hides, one on the cool side, one on top of the heat mat, a water bowl, and 1 plant that she goes to the bathroom behind. Since then, I have upgraded her to a 20-gallon tank, got 1 more hide for her, put a long piece of wood in there, and added at least 3 more plants and a little burrowing space for in case she ever wants to dig. As you can see, she's always trying to go downward. She's always trying to escape onto the floor for some reason. So I figure it's easier to hold her on my bed a lot of the time or the couch than on the floor. I don't know what's up with her wanting to go on the floor all the time. I assume it's because she's trying to escape, and I don't really blame her because I wouldn't really want to live in a tank either. Alright, gonna bring her back to her tank and then I'll give you guys a tour. She's gonna go hide right away. Yeah. Bye, Evie. So right now I have her hot side on this side. So I have 2 heat mats underneath her tank. This is the new one that I got. It's a little bit bigger, and there's the old one. I kept both because it's winter right now and the tank's temperature got significantly colder in the winter time. So 2 heat mats actually makes it to a temperature that she really likes. 1 is enough in the summer though. That is one of the hides that came with the original 10-gallon tank, and this is the plant that she goes to the bathroom behind, which is why I have paper towels right there because it makes it a lot easier to clean up to just have to take 1 little square of a paper towel out wherever she poops. And then next to there I have the water because I sometimes spill the water. And honestly, you can see I have 2 reptile carpets that overlap each other and aren't actually wide enough to go to this part of the tank, so that kind of gave me the paper towel idea. I have 2 10-gallon mats since the tank came with 1 10-gallon mat, and then when I upgraded to the 20-gallon, I just bought 1 more mat. So the second heat mat is about right under here, and she likes to sit in the middle under this rock a lot more now ever since I got the second heat mat. When there was only 1, she was almost always under that hide. They're all fake plants. I would love to make her a new tank with real plants, but it sounds like a lot of work and she doesn't like humidity that much, so I'll have to figure out how to do that. The last little area in her tank is the cooler side of the tank where I also have the humidity gauge. As you can see, right now it is just under 30% humidity, which is good for Evie. She likes it between 10 and 30, maybe 10 and 40. And turns out Minnesota is a really hard state to keep in that range because in the summer it was always at like 50 or 60, and now in the winter it's always at like 10, which I guess is fine for Evie, but I don't like it at 10, which is why I have my humidifier to keep it at closer to 30. But yeah, the 30% humidity is mostly for me, not for Evie. She would be fine with the dry Minnesota winters. Moving on though, this is her cool hide where she goes if she wants to cool off. She likes to sit on top of this little ledge area back there. And I've never actually seen her use this dig box. I've seen her walk in it like once or twice, but I've never seen her pause and like actually burrow in it at all. This is just Eco Earth coconut fiber that supposedly is fine in leopard gecko tanks, but I'm still nervous to put it all over the bottom of the tank for some reason. So I just put it in this little dish that I found at the pet store. So her tank has been like that for at least 4 or so months now because I haven't gotten anything new in a couple months and I've kind of figured out how I like the stuff, but I'm still going to take everything out and just shake off the mats, put new paper towels in, and give the tank a little bit of a refresher, maybe reorganize some stuff to just give her more of a fresh environment to live in for the next couple months. So for the next just like minute, I'm going to tell you what I do to clean Evie's tank, and I always start with just taking everything out and rinsing off anything in the sink or soaking it that looks dirty. Sometimes I'll soak stuff in white vinegar if it has water stains on it, because you use white vinegar to get water stains off. And next I wipe down the windows of her tank after everything is out. And I used to scrub and get her reptile carpet wet when it was the 10-gallon tank because she was using the bathroom on it, so it would get bacteria and stuff in it. But now that she goes to the bathroom only on the paper towels, that makes it a lot easier for me. I don't have to scrub and wash the reptile carpets and wait for them to dry. I can just take the paper towels out and just shake out the reptile carpets and then put everything back in once it's all clean and dry. So alright, so I just cleaned her cage out and I realized that I forgot her water bowl. Oh, she's trying to go in. Ah! She just jumps off my hand. Okay, so she's gonna go in her hides before I have a chance to show you, but underneath this hide, I put a little rock because that's right on top of the heating pad, so I figure it would feel nice, like she probably likes it, to have a nice warm rock to lay on. Ooh, she went in the cold hide. Okay. Yeah, I put these down instead of up against the wall this time because they're from rocky areas, so it feels like sort of natural habitat for them to walk on rocky stuff like this, which is why I think she likes going on the ledge in here as well. You can already tell how much nicer it looks that I shook out the reptile carpets. These two things, this plant and this log, are the two things that I really never want to move, just because this log has always been above her one heat pad and this plant has always been where it is, which is why she goes to the bathroom around it, so I don't want to mess with that. But this whole side of the tank I really do have free reign of, and I just lay this rock on top of this piece of wood right here to keep it propped up. So I can kind of play with different ways of propping up this rock to be a hide, but right now I just like the log the best. I switched these mats from, instead of this softer one being on that side, to the rougher one, I guess, being on this side, because I don't know which one she likes better, so when I just change them every other time, then I have like a 50-50 chance of doing it the way that she likes better. She's exploring her new area, or she's looking at me. Probably both, and she's probably confused why I've been talking around her like this for so long, but she definitely notices that some stuff has moved around because she doesn't usually just walk around over here like this for very long. And honestly, I think having the dig box right next to the plant is going to make her go in the dig box more, because she usually walks around the plant in a circle like that. So having this there will kind of force her to want to go in it more. And I just fit her water bowl back in under that plant. Okay, that is all I really have to talk about today. I wish I could be holding Evie right now, but she's definitely overstimulated from this video already, so that's why she's in her tank. I'll see you guys on the next Evie video / tank update. Say bye, Evie.